What's up? What's good? What's going on, family? So I want to jump in and just see what's the lesson. At whatever situation, it'll slowly reveal itself, but I'm really focused on what's the lesson here for Sagittarius. So this is going to be for your Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, as well as that ninth house placement. Very particular messages here on the ManjulaAwakening for that ninth house, especially messages like this. But even with that being said, guys, please just take the pieces that resonate and bless someone else with the rest, okay? Not every piece can be for you. All right, Spirit. So this is, what's the lesson here? What's the current lesson here for the Sagittarius gang? Gratitude for one. All right, Spirit. So what's the lesson here that Sagittarius is currently facing? What's the lesson? Thank you. Guilt. I release any belief that no longer assists in my soul's growth. Wow. And this is the card that was at the bottom of the deck when I was giving my spiel that caught me. It made me look down. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So I feel like that right now there's a situation that Sagittarius did not get the outcome that they had expected. And I do feel like that Sagittarius is kind of beating yourself up, down on yourself, feeling like you should have known better, you should have learned this lesson. This isn't something that should have repeated itself. But Spirit, the lesson here is actually, how do you learn to move forward with grace without allowing it to be traumatic to your growth, okay, is what I'm feeling. So let's look forward and see this is the major arcanas. Let's see. What is the question here? How is this situation presenting itself in major arcana form? What is the universe's actions? Ooh, the High Priestess. In this particular High Priestess, she's unveiling what has been behind her, what she's been protecting without really full, like she knows a lot of the secrets, but there's some things that she just has no desire to seek behind. She's now seeking behind the veil. She's looking behind the veil. So I feel like that the way that this is happening is, if you've had any rose-colored glasses on, or if you've been naive to a situation, I do feel like you're no longer just going based off of someone's words. I feel like that you're now looking behind the veil here. This is what the universe is this guilt and failure. The lesson is being displayed to you through towers, through situations. It's like sudden changes. It's like you've been seeing it one way, no more. The veil's coming off and you're having to see it for exactly as it is right now. No more rose-colored glasses, no more sugarcoating here. What is being surrendered here under this energy for the sign of Sagittarius? What is being surrendered, Spirit? What is being surrendered here for the sign of Sagittarius, Spirit? Thank you. Surrender to setting limits, absolutely. Where you have not been, like, the mistake is an opportunity to learn. And I feel like the mistake that was made here is not seeing where a situation didn't provide growth for you. You may have been looking at it from the perception of, this is a situation that is growable, and it is absolutely growable because you are the growth inside of this situation, right? And you didn't set enough boundaries around you, and so a situation depleted you. But the rose-colored glasses are now coming off, and now you have to understand that it is healthy to set boundaries in relationship. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. There is a need to reset your energy in nature right now, because I feel like that you were too giving of yourself in a situation, and now it's time for you to put yourself in situations that pour back into you with no expectation of you pouring into it, okay? What is the animal apothecary message to help navigate this situation here? To navigate what's being surrendered? My daughter took a run off. Which means she's about to dart in here. She's not going to know I'm recording, so Excuse the background noise. Give me just 1 second, guys. So we have it's in you, an immense growth wanted to show face for sure. So I do feel like that something inside of you is getting a new breath of fresh air. Yeah, see, there's an unknown gift and it's in you. And I feel like that whatever this boundary that you've been refusing to set, the moment that you stop pouring your sacred knowledge into others and just take a look for yourself and replenish yourself, I do feel like that there's something inside of you that is getting ready to take off. It's going to help you change your perception. It's going to help you persevere forward, and something's not going to be able to hold you back anymore, Sag. It's the way that you beat yourself up when something doesn't go right. Things aren't going right because it's holding you back, and you have to start seeing it that way, Sag. And that's the lesson that's really on offer, because I feel like that when you're manifesting and calling in a new beginning or a reset and a refresh, you're not being grateful for these, because remember, we've seen gratitude. There's an energy of not being grateful for these endings that are coming in, as they are setting you up for your manifestations to come in. But when the endings are coming, it's like you're sinking down into these endings and you're beating yourself up, and it's not okay. As a matter of fact, it is like the universe is like, oh my goodness, I keep on making these power moves for you to set you up for success, but you see my power moves as a strike against you. So instead of it being your partner, this could be about a partner, but I'm gonna take it to a universal level. It's like the universe is like, oh my goodness, I gave you this. I gave you the brick for your house, and you're mad at me because I didn't give you the house, but I gave you everything that you needed in the men to put the brick mason to put it together for you, and it's still not good enough because it wasn't already put together. But it doesn't, I don't feel like it's that kind of energy, but that's the example that I want to give you. Don't beat yourself up here. You have to stop beating yourself up and look at this stuff as putting you in position here. Show me, Sagittarius, the opportunity, the challenge, the way through the challenge, and then the likely outcome if they follow the advice. If we as a collective follow the advice. Power, Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Emperor as the opportunity. The challenge here is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. The way through it is the Nine of Pentacles. And the likely outcome, if you follow the advice, is the Six of Wands. Success. Beautiful, beautiful. And a notification came up. In the Two of Wands, this is definitely about needing balance, but once you figure out the balance, stability comes, and then you're able to take on a joyful perspective and able to actually retreat and really just enjoy the fruits of your labor. Let's jump into this. So we have Sagittarius showing up as the Knight of Swords here, labeled the Knight of Angels, Watcher. So I do feel like that Sagittarius is trying to figure out, I do feel like that you're very observant. It's like you're very eager to have some sort of accomplishment here, but I feel like that there may need to be this energy of slowing down, because the opportunity here is the Emperor. I feel like that is the opportunity to step into this authoritative position here, but in order to really call yourself an emperor, there is this energy of needing to accept that sometimes the calls that you make, they're not good they don't feel good at the moment, but you do know that there is a positive effect of it, and we're less in preventative and we're now in treatment, so we have to do some things to navigate an infection. And so I feel like that through navigating some type of infection, some type of issue, some sort of blockage, there's going to be some boss-like decisions, authoritative decisions that have to be made, that there may not necessarily feel good in that moment. It's not going to be an instant gratification there. And that's what the challenge here with the Ace of Wands is. Something is not moving as quick as you would like it. You might even see something that may feel like a destruction before it is a creation. You know what I'm saying? So there's a need to really make some bold decisions. It's going to require you to make some bold decisions, and understand that some of these bold decisions may bring in a temporary setback. But this is not a favor for anyone else. This is because I care. It's because I know what I desire, and I know where I want to get to. You know what I'm saying? The way through this is to make these adjustments here, Sagittarius. There is refinement that is needed. In this particular refinement card is identified with the Nine of Pentacles. And one thing that I really love about the Nine of Pentacles, and it really doesn't get enough attention, is that the traditional Nine of Pentacles, there are 3 Pentacles on one side and there are 6 of Pentacles on the other side. So what this tells me is that in the 6 Pentacles is really towards, like, that's what the Nine of Pentacles person keeps to themselves. So there has been a balancing out of the resources on the home front. Her land is plentiful, it's balanced. Her homeland is equal give and flow. And because of that balance, she has enough, the 3 of Pentacles, to collaborate and give out to others in the community. Work with community, work with those less fortunate, or whatever the case may be, but not in a condescending way, right? So there is a need to have some refinement in the way that you're showing up externally, because confirmation, things have to be balanced out on the home front first. Get your house in order. That was get your house in order. Yeah, and I feel like that is something very significant here for Sagittarius. You can't be willing to base your situation and your structure off of external energies. Your household must be in order, and then you can give that 3 of Pentacles to an out. Then you can collaborate with someone externally to you, okay? And I feel like that once that concept is gathered and you stop beating yourself up about it, then you will begin to receive the accolades and the attention and the appreciation for what it is that you're pouring into situations, because you're fulfilled and you're not robbing yourself, okay? Like, that's the message here. Honestly, that was sweet and to the point. Let's get a self-care message here, and then we'll get a closing message, and we're out of here, Sag. I hope that this was able to offer you the guidance that you needed. If it did, we would appreciate that thumbs up down below, guys. It does help spread these messages, as well as leave me the feedback that this is a message that you all relate to, and not those just those love readings, okay? All right, so what's the self-care message here for the Sagittarius collective? Yeah, self-worth. It elevates. It says you get what you deserve. It's time to raise your standards. And that's what putting in that balance, putting in that effort to balance things out on the home front before we go out and I'm not saying that you can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't give because you feel like you have nothing to give. No, I feel like that you're giving way too much, and the way to balance this out is to really make sure that you're fulfilled on the home front. Everything at your home front is balanced out first before you try to become inclusive of external energies. That's where you will be able to see real growth. Long-term growth. Elevation starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And in order for you to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, you have to know oneself. And that's what this is telling you to elevate here. Sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. This isn't the time to make a decision, Sagittarius. Focus on oneself right now. Get your house in order, Sag. So let's see. What is the closing message here for the Sagittarius collective? Thank you. Decisions. Perfect actions are shown. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer all decisions to you. May I trust during times of transition that the perfect actions will be shown. Grant me patience to allow events to line up as they need to. That's without the need to rush situations. Right now I feel like the Sagittarius may be rushing situations to put temporary band-aids on situations that need long-term treatment, and only through that long-term treatment can you really see what you're really worthy of here. We also have honoring. I am kind and honoring. Change me, divine beloved, into one who honors my emotions. Let me feel my emotions without judgment, then release them. Show me how to be kind and loving to the child inside who needs care. Absolutely. Got to take care of your home front. Got to get your household in order to be available for those external. The last card that flipped out is available. I am open. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer you even the most baffling problems, knowing you'll carry me to the right solution at the right time. If I am utterly open, receptive, and available. I love you, Sagittarius, and I hope that these messages gave you what you was looking for. And in all that we say and in all that we do moving forward, guys, let's choose peace, love, and light.